Welcome, one and all, to Chanda Sparkles Astrology, Tarot, Mystical Wisdom, live here on this Tuesday night. I am offering up tobacco to Spirit and have been calling them in for the past half hour. So we have a lot to get going on today. I do see all of you loading up in the chat. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Facebook and YouTube. Do all the things, see all the banners. We've got a sponsor. You definitely want to check out Isis, Miss Sandra Isis with Tribe Rainbow Fire. We have a huge package giveaway. And you definitely want to make sure that you're getting in on that. Okay? So what I want to do here is I want to feature the giveaway because this is the last time that we're going to talk about this here live with you. Next week, we will do the drawing for this wonderful, amazing giveaway. Everybody on TikTok, this is a $400 value giveaway. If you come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube, you'll be able to see everything on a split screen. You'll be able to see everything that I show, the cards, the charts, everything that we do tonight is always shown over there. So we would love for you to pop on over. But I'll just kind of give you a little glimpse. This box is so huge and big. It's like full of all kinds of alchemy, tarot cards, crystals, bracelets. It even has my Lumerian liquid light healing bar. That's an inflammation fighter. It's also really good to like just smudge the energies, which we really need this week. It's a very serious week ahead. It's very serious energy. Very serious energy. So we're going to get into what all of that's about. We are going to do a blessing and invocation, and we're going to do it's a humanity prayer. But I'm going to do something that I have never done live, and I'm going to do what I normally do when I do soul retrieval grid work. So I'm just going to allow the guides to come through, and we're going to do that first. So we're doing the blessing, the invocation, and the grid work first. Then we'll get into the astrology. Right after I show you guys everything here on the split screen from Sandra Isis, because she's been a phenomenal, amazing sponsor. She has great, I mean, like so many different products. Y'all, please go check out this beautiful young starseed. You can see here on the screen, I have one of her amazing alchemy oils up here, the Great Pumpkin Spirit. I have been using it this week, And I said, ooh, this is my spicy sexy. I really like it. So you definitely want to check her out. All her links are below. It's a $400 value gift package, okay? So just so you can see a few of these items that I've got going on here, okay? Look, I'm going to go ahead and blow this up. I'm going to move myself out so you can see what else is going on. We have 3 of her alchemy oils and blends. They're all coated with sacred geometry, frequency. It's just amazing. You got the Lumerian crystal voice. You know, everything is, she's very attention to detail like me on everything coated, okay? The flaming blue Amor of God. This is kind of interesting. I'm excited. Then you got roller medicines. And then you got this one, which I didn't even realize it's a little roll-on too. I love that. I love the little roll-ons. I have added in the Mystical Creatures Tarot because we're in October, right? And then you have all these tumble stones that she added in there, as well as she makes these little bracelets. Aren't they phenomenal? Okay, so 2 little bracelets. And then we also have this is my Liquid Light Lumerian soap bar. It's an inflammation fighter as well as a smudge in a bar. There's so much alchemy. There's so much that goes into these. There's a Lemurian crystal in there, monatomic gold, just a touch. That's your EMF blocker. All of my medicines are EMF blocking, and it has a touch of selenite, which is, to me, Christed light, okay? So these I'm selling for $30. If you're interested in one, let me know. But this one is going in here. And also, she's giving away a reading. She's giving away a session on top of all of that, okay? $120 value, I believe, is what it is. So that's a $400 value giveaway for the month of Libra. So you can get in on that by making sure that you pop on over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology, and you must you have to like the video right now. If you're live, go ahead and get one step closer and minimize your screen and hit like, and then pop me back up. Do that right now. Do it right now. Okay? And then go ahead and make sure that you comment on the replay video. You have to come back on the replay to get your name in on the drawing, and this is the last week. We will do the drawing next Tuesday, a week from today. Somebody's going to win. It could be you. The odds are really good. So there you go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take this down. Now, you might have noticed that I had the Dodecahedron up there. Okay. So I want to just kind of really enforce this. The Dodecahedron has 12 pentacle faces, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put myself up here. There we go. The Dodecahedron has 12 faces, and each of them represents the elements of ether or spirit when you're talking about the Dodecahedron. And this is symbolizing the universe and the divine, spiritual ascension, expanding awareness, and what else did they say? Oh, healing on all levels, across the board. So if you didn't know, the Dodecahedron is in representation of your crown chakra, okay? And there's a lot that goes into this, and I'm going to tell you a little bit why. If you missed it and you're just now joining, I'm going to pop this right back up on the screen real quick so you can make sure that you see it. Okay. So this is my AI art, which absolutely is for sale. Message me if you're interested. And all of this is shown. If you're on TikTok, everything is shown at Chanda Sparkles Astrology, like what I can do, split screen and all that. I'm sorry. I wish that TikTok would plug into my multi-streaming service of Ecamm over here. But we love that you're here. So please double tap the screen. We're about to get into this blessing after I am explaining how I got to this place. Okay? Because everything with me, there's a meaning, there's a message. I am a psychic, intuitive, evolutionary astrologer. And so everything just kind of comes through, right? So let's just do this and we'll move this on over. So about 3 weeks ago, I was called to start working more with the Dodecahedron. And I never really quite sure or understand at first, as most of us are, you know, expanding, growing, understanding more about ourselves and how we relate to the universe. And so I was called to go get some of these little dice. They're just astrological dice. So I ordered some really pretty white ones that are kind of like marbly, you know. And then I put them away when they came in, because I have to be called to do this and know when to do it and why. They're Dodecahedron. I figured that out after all of this. So I've always been a real big fan of traveling in the Merkaba, or I travel in an egg, which is the plasma protective barrier for the avatar to travel out of body. And now the Dodecahedron has started coming in as an addition to the Merkaba. And what I was told is that this is, so first of all, the Anunnaki, who, by the way, are not evil, are not horrible, really given a bad rap by majority, have come in through for me. And a lot of things have upgraded in how I do my sessions, I have noticed, since all of this has happened. They are also tied into this Dodecahedron, okay? And the message from them was just stand your ground and continue, you know. And I really didn't understand all of that until I had a dream last night, and I was back in the egg. And for the first time since I was a child, I've had dreams about me flying in this egg. Like there's no controllers. It's not like a spaceship. It's just like my traveling vehicle, right? And for the first time since I was little, it changed. It changed into where I was. Now, before, I would have sometimes, like, I would purposely put myself, I mean, I've got Merkabas all over this house. Got a, you know, so many everywhere. First time I was told to put myself in the Dodecahedron and use that it would accelerate my expanded awareness, that it will activate more within me, as if I haven't already been activated enough. And then last night I was placed in this thing. And when I was placed in it, it was the Anunnaki who put me there. And I have not really spoken to this, and there's a whole lot more I could share. But I mean, I spoke a little bit with Mary Beckman. We had a little live stream together on her channel. By the way, that video is up on Chanda Sparkle's Astrology on YouTube if you want to go check that out. But this is kind of like I felt like I was in a movie Dune. Not even kidding. And that's why I still have this kind of like haze going on with me, because I really haven't solidly gotten back in my body with these dreams, I don't feel. And I know every single thing that has happened since that Anunnaki experience, since few weeks back when I was told to get the Astro dice, which to my surprise are, of course, 12-sided, right? It's a 12-sided dice. And it's kind of all coming together, but there's still more to explore. And the reason I share all this is because I know all this is about to come through in this amazing live stream that we're having during these very tumultuous times for many. Not for everybody, but for many. You know, we have multiple storms around the globe. We had a storm here recently. So we're going to utilize this Dodecahedron as how we're going to jump in to this soul retrieval and grid activation / blessing. All right. So I'm going to take that down for just a minute, because I really want to say hi and acknowledge everybody here. and then we'll come right back and we'll get started. So remember, this is embracing the cosmic transformations and blessings amid the storm. You know, this is really understanding that the fear frequency is getting cranked up because Pluto is going direct for the last time in our lifetimes. I spoke intensely today on my written post about this. Go check that out. Jupiter is going retrograde tomorrow, and Jupiter is the expander. He often brings the abundance, brings the gifts, magnifies things. When he goes retrograde, it's time to go within on that stuff, and you've gone as far as you can with expansion and the gifts and abundance. As far as Jupiter is concerned, in the house of your chart. By the way, if you don't know your birth chart, it's a really good idea to have that. Chanda Sparkles Astrology. You can go to astrograph.com. You know, I would love it if you all had your charts handy so that when I'm speaking about these specific degrees here in a little while, you'll know, okay, I can go look at my chart and I can say, okay, that's where it's going to be at during the retrograde. I believe it's 21 degrees to 11 degrees. I have it written down of Gemini for Jupiter. So you'll know if it's coming over you because he's going to go back and then he's got to come back over again. That's how retrogrades go. They go all the way up until they go to their retrograde degree. They go stationary, which is where he's at now. Then they go retrograde, and then they slowly start coming all the way back to a certain degree, and then they stop. And then they go back over all of that again. This is how we always know where we're going to be revising, relooking, refining, redoing, reincorporating, resting, you know. Okay, anyway, so it's big moves in the sky, and Mercury's entering into Scorpio. We're getting close to the end of Libra. So I want to remind everybody, we are in Libra season, and the South Karmic Node of Fate is still there, which means a lot of still release and let go. There's going to be a lot of release, a lot of let go. Lot of it. All right. Hello, Donna is here. Welcome, welcome, she says. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, that's what we do here. Please make sure you do that. Thank you. Thank you. And there's Kelly's Corner. Hi, Kelly's Corner. Yay. Hi, everyone. Okay, so it's all good. Don't worry. Just let's keep going. The Lion is here. And Sullier is here. Thank you, Sullier. So appreciate all of you. There's Troy. Hi, everybody. There's our sponsor right there, Tribe Rainbow Fire. Check her out on all the social medias. Her information is below. There is Wendy. Hello. Remember, if you are on Facebook, please come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology YouTube. We appreciate you being here, but we really want you to come on over to the YouTube and get all up in the chat with everybody there. So thank you for doing that. Let's see. Most of the people are in the YouTube. Yeah, I see you on TikTok. Hi there. Most people are on YouTube in the chat if you want to come get on the chat with us. Okay, let's see here. There's Annette, my dear sister, who she went to Colorado to this witchy store and she dropped this thing off for me, and I have had it sitting out in the sun, and ooh, does it feel good to wear tonight for this blessing. And there is beautiful Coralie. Remember, everybody on Facebook, come over to the YouTube, please. It helps my algorithm. Thank you. That's how you can support me. Okay, thank you. There's Nikki Photography. Yes, and Beth Lear is here. Hello. Okay, Sandy's up in the house. Yes, very cool. And Annette says, thank you. Yes, thank you. Really, really good package this season. Well, this Libra season, I should say. That's right. Very powerful healing items. That's right. The Lumerian soap with the Libra crystals. Come and get you one, or message me and I'll send you one. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, cool. Okay, I see everybody. Hey, there's Ron, who's coming for a retreat weekend. I do have one place left for a retreat weekend in December if you're wanting to come. Now, remember, I'm about to wrap. Remember, in December, it gets a little bit more chilly here, so we don't normally heat the pool. So, but I do have a little space there. If anybody's wanting to have like a little getaway, normally in December we have about 60s, 70s, 60s to 70s are our temperatures, but we have seen the occasional 50s. Sometimes overnight it gets down in the 50s down here on Padre Island, Texas. So come on by the Sparkle Shack and get yourself a session and come and have a weekend retreat. DM me in Facebook or email me if you're interested in all the deets on that. Thank you so much. Awesome. Thanks, guys. All right. I see more loading in the chat, but we need to get moving so we can get this going. There's Deep D's. Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks for being here. Jess Black is up in the house. See more of you just chit-chatting away. Okay, cool. Sherry's here. Yay. Okay, thanks, guys. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. Remember, we're embracing the cosmic transformations. These are blessings amid the storm. Okay? Amid the storm. This thing is not that it's not that powerful. And you're probably like, huh? That's not what I heard. That's not what I've been seeing. It is powerful, but it's going to decrease. For sure. It's going to decrease. And I've been feeding this thing wind shear. I went out to the water today and I've been doing the alchemy work with the wind shear. That's where I've been focused, is the wind shear, so that it does lessen right before it comes up on Florida. All right. And that's how you do it. You work with the wind. Hence, the Dodecahedron is the ruler of the wind element. Sacred geometry rules all over the Platonic solids. So earth, air, fire, water, ether, right? And we're talking about crown chakra, which is right here above your head, right? It's like, this is where you get all of your psychic guidance. This is where all the information flows in and out. So that's what we're activating. So that's what we're doing here. After we do this blessing invocation, we're doing soul retrieval work, which I've never done this live, so I'm just going to do it. We'll do the blessing invocation. You guys all hold space with me through this blessing invocation. Go ahead and make sure that you're nice and comfortable, that you are breathing in the light, blowing out the shadow. Remember, the in breath through the nose and the out breath through the mouth. In breath, golden white light. That's why I'm wearing yellow with sunshine, or with sunflowers today, so that we can really pull in that golden white light all the way through your Dodecahedron crown chakra. And I'm not doing, please don't ask, I'm not doing any of that. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Pull in through your Dodecahedron sacred geometry. And then as we go through this invocation, you may even find yourself traveling in the Dodecahedron. And if your higher consciousness takes you there to do so, please open your mind. We are powerful, multidimensional spiritual beings. We and our consciousness together has already shifted that storm. It's already won and done. One as in W-O-N and O-N-E. One. Okay, both. It's already won and done. This is what I heard today. So I'm not really, I know it's a powerful one. I know it's got a lot of people in fear, but I also know that they're cranking the fear frequency. It's almost like they just went and they're cranking it up. And this is just the beginning, because Pluto is going direct, and Pluto brings up karma, brings up power, brings up fate, and it's in world powers, world governments, leaders, CEOs, corporations. This began in 2008. It really ramped up in 2020 of January, when we had the triple conjunction of Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn all together in Capricorn. And then from there on, it's just been a constant crank, except for when Pluto goes retrograde, you kind of feel like, okay, we're taking a little break here, you know, somewhat. I mean, Pluto isn't the whole everything, but it really has a lot to do with our fate, our power, our karma, our destiny. And this is moving forward to break out, to break through, is the way I see it. Okay, so here we go. Let's go. We are not in a fear microwave. We will not speak that, and we will not put it out there. We will not acknowledge the fear. Whenever you decide that you do not consent, everything shifts. And I want you to feel that energy. You do not consent to the fear. Period. End of story. Okay, if everybody would breathe in the light and out the shadow as I read this universal prayer, and then we're going to dive deep and do some soul retrieval of souls that are lost. Here we go. Continuously breathing in the light, on the in breath, golden white light, and on the out breath, a shadow color, trauma, fear, rejection, constant agitation, anxieties, emotional, aggressive energies, lots of aggressive energies in the collective. So in with the Christed white light or the highest source light, but remember, we're focusing on a golden white light because we are hinting with the air cardinal of the sun in Libra that wants balance. Okay? That's the whole purpose of breathing it in and blowing it out. Now I'm going to read this prayer. This is a universal prayer offering, okay? Great Spirit, we come to you in many forms today, from all sorts of traditions, races, countries, ethnicities, belief systems, with one intention: to hold space for all who are in need and in fear. Those whose bodies and spirits have been wounded, and those whose hearts are aching and scared. The lonely, the weak, and the disheartened. We come as great, mighty, multi-dimensional, badass spirit warriors to guide them, to hold them, to love them, to raise them up, and to offer them solace, ease, and grace. This is an energetic embrace during a very sacred time. An embrace that will encircle them in every country, space, and nation. Today, O Great Spirit, I ask that you wrap those in need and those that are in fear in bundles of comfort and light, fueled by the warmth of your spirit. Help them feel and know that they are kindred around the world and they are being held tightly. May their pain know end. May their pain know an end, and may they be healed swiftly. We hold this intention with the faith and gratitude for your presence amidst the chaos, in the midst of this circle, in this container. We are one. When one hurts, we all hurt. But when one is healed, we all heal. In Lakesh, amen, aho, and so it is. Inoshete mokai, onakeshete monai, inoshete mokana hai, shete mone, oshete mokai, ishete ino. O kanai o namakai situ niki inu akai ino shakai inokai ino shishishikamai unai tete shitomai onakai shite monakai ina shite monai. Please place your dominant hand over your higher cosmic heart chakra and your other hand, or you may have multidimensionality with many hands, whichever hands you choose, over your service chakra, the sacral. Hold yourself, feel the physical body. We want you to envision the Argothians surrounding you, the inner earth keepers. Yes, they are here. Thank you. And now we're going to go deep, deep, deep down, down, down below. All the way down to the center of Mother Gaia, the center of your planet. Or maybe, okay, some other planet if you're somewhere else watching this. We got you. Go way down into the center and feel the love of the planet that supports you. Find the smile in your heart, my loves. Yanaku shetemo. Allow that beautiful golden light to now come all the way up and suction cup, just like an octopus would, to your root chakra at the tail of your tukirokai. At the tail of your tulakira, at the tail of your tailbone. Now you are grounded, safe, and loved, so you may travel with us today. You will start to feel a little tingly, you may feel a little light, continuously finding the smile in your heart. When you hold yourself at the higher cosmic heart and your sacral, knowing that you are grounded and rooted in to the center of Mother Gaia with a smile in your heart. That could be your grandchild, your children. Hell, it could be a big old piece of pizza. Veggie, of course. Whatever it is that puts the smile in your heart, always come back to that vision if your monkey mind, reptilian brain decides to wander. Now we want to see every soul that is lost in this storm or past storms come forward. Now you're going to envision a nice big Dodecahedron. It's a rainbow one. It's very bright. It's huge. It's bigger than the planet. Go ahead and open one of those doors with us, please. Just any side will do. Remember the number of souls that you see that are lost. It will be asked of you later. We again see the number 717, 717, 717, 717, 717, 717, 717, 717. Invite them with love to rise into the beautiful Dodecahedron so that they may fly home, back to the heavens with their Creator. Some are lost, some do not realize that they are dead, and there are times to go home. Go on now. Some of them are stubborn. You can take out a feather, keep one in your hat, and tickle them, and often that'll move them along, just FYI. Loading, 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 loading. Yenoka yenaki shetemwai. Mum nakia. Ishitiki mum kahai ishite. Remember your number, and we thank you for assisting with this soul retrieval. Shut the door to your Dodecahedron and send them on their way with love. See, they are smiling and they are waving in gratitude for your service today. Any of those that may be left over in the days to come, you may redo this whole little thing. Just go back, because there very well could be. Now, for each of you, we're going to encase each of you into the Dodecahedron of love, protecting you and your family and your family's family and the family's families and then the family's families. So all the lines forwards and backwards in your funny linear time is clear. Protected, safe, and blessed. Now that each of you are inside your own Dodecahedron, we are going to insert ourselves into the middle of the storms. All storms, now and in every future timeline, and every timeline, multidimensionally. Remember, there are other storms happening that you may not know about because you're not at that timeline. But we are going to use this energy to interject ourselves into every storm, on every planet, with every aspect of self and every timeline in this now, because that's all we have right now. So see yourself flying into the storm. Pick any with all of us here. Now we'll cover them all simply, efficiently, effortlessly, and lovingly. As you are flying into the storm, you may start to feel a little bit of a flow. And your love, your light, all of us, here with you now, and now, and now, dissipates the severity of the storm. You want to make sure that once you've gone through the storm a few times, that you go the opposite direction. Now you're going to go the other way. This is confusing the energy of the storm. And at the same time, some of you, I've already seen you there, are down right in the center in the eye where it's nice and calm. So these are the powerhouses. I'm going to ask 3 of you. You know which ones you are. I want you to implode yourself in your Dodecahedron, in the center of the storm, releasing blades of light. Blades, sharp as nice. Sharp as nice. Risheko nashete. Throw your blades all around the center. cutting it all up. Cut, 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 snip, snip. Now, everyone else, come together. But those of you that have been snipping, you've already imploded, and now you are resolved. Thank you for your service. But the rest of you, we want you to become the storm. We want you to feel what it feels like for Mother Ocean to be a storm. It is a cleansing process after all. And it's mandatory sometimes. Land masses change. This is not uncommon. You becoming the storm is important, because then that way you are each pure love in a cyclone. So spread that love everywhere, please. There you go. Sprinkle it in like little toppings. Sprinkle, 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 sparkle, 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 sparkle. Nice. Now that you are the storm, sparkling sprinkles, slow down. Slow down the spin. And then you're going to see the mermaids, the sirens, and the dolphins as they appear. And it's done. You may keep this Merkaba. It is now your carrier, your vessel, your transport, given to you by us, the Anunnaki, who love you very much. Eshete Mokai, Inoshatai, Inokai Shite Monai. Now you're going to remove your hands. You're going to shake them. Shake it off. Shake your whole body. Move it around. Move your toes. Move your fingers. Move your legs. Let it all go. Let it 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 go. Deep breath in, filling the lungs all the way to the tip top. Holding it. Holding it. Holding it. Holding it. Release and push the air out with a moan. And again, a nice deep cleansing breath. Hold 4 seconds. And pushing the air out. And this last time, you're going to hold 4 seconds. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Take another sip of air, please. And moan it out, moan it out, let it go, let it go. All of a sudden, I am Ariel. Thank you. And Lakesh, thank you. Very good. Feels better, huh? Ron said my incense just blew 2 perfect circles. Nice. Soleil said she lit the sage. Very good. If you're here on TikTok, please double tap the screen. 7-11 is when my husband passed. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, 717 was the number that we moved. That was how many souls loaded on our end. Your number may be different. Very good. All right, let's do this thing. Get out my calendar. By the way, we're not looking at the chart tonight. We're just gonna do the calendar astrology ahead because I already pretty much know it. I've got some notes to go over here. Thank you for joining us. If you did, we really appreciate it. Okay. Yes. Ron says 4 perfect circles while you channeled. Very nice. Yeah, the number I received was 717. What number did you receive? Rainbow Tribe Rainbow Fire says 712. What was your number of souls that loaded up on your Dodecahedron? How many souls did you transport? There are many lost souls still there from this previous storm. And we've been getting lots of calls on that psychically. So, you know, that was a lot. Yeah. Capel was burning the whole time. Good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! We're going to have fun tonight because I've got so much action going on in here. Okay. Christine John says she had 12 souls. Very good. Coralie said she had 5, and then a larger group came in before I closed the door around 100. Very good. Annette had 1,000. Very good. Very good. I love it. Karen's got 3. That is birthing, my love. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Love you guys so much for doing that. It was really powerful. I do that by myself a lot. That was different. I might have to just come on and do that more often. Okay. Okay, so we are in opt-out October, and no, that doesn't mean you hold your head under the sand or you hide. It means if energies become too much for you, step back, opt out of situations if it's too much. You are a light warrior. That means you're very empathetic and you feel deeply. So it's okay to step back and not plug in your energy into these horrific things that are happening in the world, right? You can come back to them later. It's not saying that we hide from them. I always say step into the energy. It will flow better for you energetically. But sometimes there's moments like these with this kind of an astrology that you do just step back and, you know, step away, go to nature, read a book. Put the phone down. So Martin, my dear brother, was speaking the other day about heart leaders. And this is about a week ago. This came through in his channel. And I want you to remember, you're a heart leader. We have enough of these thought leaders. Okay? We don't need any more of that. A heart leader is what we're looking for. This is what we need to really step into each day saying, I am a heart leader. I'm stepping forward. You're leading your family. You're leading your communities. You're leading yourself. Whatever, your business. Maybe you're just basically leading some pets, or maybe you're leading horses to safety, or maybe you're leading horses into the Appalachian Mountains to give food and supplies. I saw this as well. Whatever it is, there is some horrific stuff going on over there, and it's not being handled very well by our government, but that community is on point. And I've been following very closely, watching boots on the ground people in that area that are really handling this, with such professionalism. So I commend you all. Also, with this storm that's coming, it's not going to be as strong as they say, because we are doing energy work on it. And there's so many others, not just us. There's so many others around the planet. Gatherings are happening left and right. Powerful people who are awakened to their power, doing the energy work on the storm, protecting the areas, gridding the area to shield the area. So shielding that area, just see it in your mind's eye, shielded. With you could even do a Dodecahedron right over it. That's what I did this morning, is I just placed a big Dodecahedron on there. You can do it. So, Opt Out October. I wanted to show this. I showed it a minute ago. I want to make sure you saw it really good. Okay, so this is my astrology calendar, and we are in Libra season. I want you to remember that Libra is about balance. Okay? It's about the relationship that you have with yourself and the other. It's about how you learn through the mirror of others. How you speak to yourself through the others that you are in relation to. It's also about how you value yourself, all right? So I'm just wanting to remind, I wrote it on my little calendar, remind everyone Libra is about harmony, balance, and fairness. And that is where our sun is at. So amidst the chaos, amidst all of the things that are happening and the aggressive energy happening with Mars being in Cancer, Mars is the Lord of War. It's the warrior. It's aggressions, passions, intensity. That's a lot of what this energy is about in the sign of the mother, in the sign of the family, in the sign of home and family and security and ancestry. So wherever that's landing in your chart, that's a big placement. Now remember, this is a general consensus to the astrology. If you want to know specifics, you can get a session with me. We do a lot of different types of works in our sessions. Or you can look at your own chart and figure out what house Libra's at and where these placements that I'm about to go over are. So tomorrow the moon is going to move into Capricorn right around the time that Jupiter goes retrograde, meaning retrograde is when we kind of have planets go within. They say, okay, this is as far as we're going to go for now. Now we got to go back and figure some other things out that we've already been going over. Jupiter going retrograde means that the expansion, the abundance, the gifts in that area of your chart is going to halt for a little while. But it doesn't mean that you stop expanding your own growth. It just means that things may not come in like pie in the sky, fall into your hands. Jupiter often brings the gifts, right? Now we're looking at inner gifts, which is really a good time. I am a little different. I am not a cookie cutter astrologer. I am one to believe that the outer planets, when they're retrograde, it's kind of like a little bit of a break. It's kind of like, okay, when the planets in the outer planets, when they're going forward direct, that that's when stuff is really cranking. That's when the stuff is really happening. That's when we're getting a lot of things done. We got a lot of planets retrograde. Okay. Pluto is going to go direct on Friday, but not before. We have this very faded finger of God. We have 2 yods, Y-O-D, 2 finger of gods this week. And those finger of gods, that means fate is happening. A finger of God is like God, creator, source, coming in and saying, look right here. This is happening for a reason you may not understand, you may not comprehend, or have clarity to right now. But the more your faith and your trust and your heart leadership steps forward, the easier it will be. There's also a mystic rectangle happening. There's multiple mystical rectangles happening, and these are astrological alignments, sometimes of tension. This is hidden tensions surfacing. It's like hidden tensions on the inside. Things are not really clear. You can't really see or understand or know why. But then there's a lot of surfacing of optimism that comes along with a mystic rectangle. So Jupiter retrograde is going to be retrograde until the spring of 2025. He is at a halt as of now at 21 degrees. And he will go all the way back to 11 degrees of Gemini. So 21 degrees of Gemini to 11 degrees. If you have anything at those planets in there, that's what's kind of getting activated in your chart. But I do want to really kind of bring forward that Jupiter takes a long time to actually change positions. These outer planets, especially the big boy, mighty gassy planet like Jupiter, it's like turning a big, massive ship around. You're not going to just swing a Yui, it's going to take a second. And so when the retrograde phase begins tomorrow, it will be until the end of October before Jupiter leaves 21 degrees of Gemini. So if you have anything at 21, I would say 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. If you have anything at those degrees, you're going to be activated heavily with Jupiter's gifts of abundance, because right now his vibrational expansion, his vibrational magnification is happening right there. So if you have any planets, you want to check that out in your chart. So the regrowth of Jupiter is ready. Like we're starting to have some revision, regrowth. We've expanded as far as we can go with that. Now we refine it. Okay, now it's time to make some revisions and refine things in that area of your life. The house is like how it shows up in your life. Okay? You're internalizing the opportunities and the wisdoms. Jupiter is also about deep guru wisdoms, right? It's about philosophy. It's a long distance travel versus just going around your state or your province. It's going on a long trip. So like those type of things, probably not the best time, although we don't stop our lives. You know what I'm saying? But you need to get specifics and look in your chart. What is the house of Jupiter 21 degrees to 11? Because then it'll stop again. It'll go direct at 11 degrees of Gemini, and it'll go forward. What is Gemini? Social media, news, online marketing, written communication, verbiage, what you say, what you do with your community and your siblings. This is also how you relate with your siblings and your cousins and aunts and uncles, stuff like that. It is about the local space. It's your local area. It's how you live and what's in your local vibe and how you're interjecting. Okay. It's also very busy work. Gemini has always got multiple jobs going. So it's a busy work time. And when Jupiter's been going forward this whole time, expanding. And by the way, remember, Jupiter doesn't necessarily love being in Gemini. Now, trust, next year, when Jupiter leaves Gemini and comes into Cancer, Jupiter's gifts are going to be abound. Oh boy, because Jupiter loves to be in Cancer, you see. So it's kind of a little awkwardness for the gift giver of Jupiter. But it is higher mind expansion, you know? It is getting down to the nitty-gritty of what you really believe spiritually, because it's beliefs. Jupiter rules your belief systems. So all of this is being affected. So that's happening on Wednesday. Now, the moon will also enter Capricorn on Wednesday morning. So Wednesday, Thursday, and then part of Friday, moon in Capricorn means it's time to get to work. It's time to get disciplined, time to get dedicated to whatever it is that you are building. But this is a very serious time. You know, this is a very serious time. There's another Yod, finger of God. You know, there's one right there, and then there's another one. So this is all about, like, Thursday, Friday is all about your relations, values, stocks, home security, government, world. It's like a lot of emotional conflict. Thursday, Friday is kind of getting Thursday is really kind of getting like into that crisis in action. It's like having to take action because there's some kind of crisis. Now remember, this may not affect every single one of you. This may be more like just the cardinal signs. Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, Libra. And it may not affect you at all because maybe these degrees aren't hitting you directly. Remember, this is a general consensus for the entire world. Cardinal Grand Cross is happening on Thursday, okay? And that's about as powerful as it gets, okay? On initiation, on, being very cautious about your aggressions and how you take action. Tense actions. Thursday, going into Friday. So I just wrote this for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You really got to be cautious starting on Friday as Pluto goes direct. And Pluto is going to take quite a while, over a month, until he actually moves a degree, because he moves very slow and he's way out there. So sitting at that degree placement, caution, 29 degrees, by the way, of Capricorn, the very last anaretic degree. The last anaretic degree is all the degrees combined, and it is the crisis degree in Capricorn for the last time in our lifetime, ever, never to return. Okay? You want to be cautious during this period. October and November. You want to be cautious with your words, especially. Mercury, Neptune, and Uranus are in a Yod. That could be sudden words spoken, delusional confusion, massive amounts of water. We've just had Neptune in a square to the moon. So that's big storms. That's big challenges. That's big water happening in the astrology somewhere in the United States. And that happens right before Pluto goes direct. The moon is square to Mercury. Mercury's in a quincunx to Uranus, while the moon is conjunct to Pluto. This is all on Friday. It's a lot. So Jupiter is going to finally start to get moving, right? Like, he's not moving that degree, but at least he's finally out of the stationary direct, next week. And we'll start to see just slight movement, but not much, a tenth of a degree. A tenth of a minute, really, even. Caution with your battles. Jupiter is speaking to Chiron. And so this is surfacing a lot of old wounds. It's almost like there's a purge of the old wounds coming all back here with Chiron being involved on Saturday. But the moon is in trine to the sun, and often moon trine sun is very positive. So like I said, there's some optimism here. There's some goodness coming from all this. There's some, it's like everyone's coming together to help. Everyone's stepping forward to take care of things. You just got to do it in a very mindful way, because aggressions are going to be high. And the reason I say that is because starting on Friday, we're really going to start feeling this alignment of the sun in square to Mars and the sun opposite Chiron. This is a very cautionary weekend all the way up through Monday to Tuesday. Transformational power plays with shocking twists. Seriously intense moon conjoined Pluto on Friday. Many adjustments needing be made. Lots of distractions, shocks, and sensitivities through the weekend. But there's some harmony through the adjustments on Saturday. You can see the harmony coming through as that moon that has just entered into Aquarius is in a trine over to the sun. By the way, the moon enters Aquarius on Friday. So this harmony through adjustments is happening within the collective whole. It's happening within the technologies of the collective whole. It's not about the top-down structures like Capricorn. It's at the collective whole. It's the people. It's the revolutionary, the rebellion. Be extra cautious, though, because, that Sun square Mars could be an accident. It could be you fall off your bike. It could be you fall down the stairs. It could be you fall and hurt your knee. It could be, you get into an accident. It's very, very accident prone, especially coming into Sunday, Monday. I literally put a big circle around the day and I said, do not take any unneeded risks on Sunday and Monday. This is injuries and accidents kind of energy. Lots of Martian triggers, old wounds. This could be around the family, the military becoming involved, and it's almost like there's an uprising of the collective, but the military is holding, not holding people back, or there's this tension. It's a lot of tension, violence even, big non-alive days. And I wrote that down. I had to, because it's so true. You're dealing with Pluto direct during Mars square the sun while the sun is opposite Chiron. This is not easy energy, y'all. This is why I said opt out October. Coming into Monday, we will have Venus opposite Uranus in Taurus. Shocking things around stocks, shocking things in the economy. Sure, there's going to be some kind of news coming out around the monies and what's happening with the monies and why the monies isn't coming through, or what the monies is. It's just going to be something. It's going to be something. You have Jupiter stationary, vibrating in Gemini. The media is going to be crunk. But Venus in Scorpio is all about how we value through the other. Okay, it's about the monies that come through other folks, the help, the assistance that comes. And Uranus is saying there's a great awakening. There's a great awakening here as to how that money's commodities, stocks, whatever it may be, valuables come in. I did miss, I'm sorry, I forgot it. Sunday is such a huge day, but Mercury does enter into Scorpio, literally minutes, only minutes, okay? And then the moon enters into Pisces, okay? That is when that Mars is square to Chiron, while the sun is opposite Chiron and in trine to Jupiter. And Mercury is square to Pluto, while the moon is square to Venus. All of these aspects coming in at the same time. I mean, literally, there's 13 different aspects. I've not even said all of them. There's 13, and every time these planets come together like that, they're resetting the aspect. It's going in a process. And I also didn't even mention that Thursday is the second quarter moon, which is a crisis. That's the crisis moon. So all of this coming into Monday and Tuesday, I feel like really the big family versus the others. It's going to be like family versus the others on like this whole weekend into Monday. We are going to be overcoming. Well, by Tuesday, I feel like we're going to be overcoming a lot of things. And the positive healing and the compassion, the empathy is there. And that's where you come in. Send that energy of empathy, ease, grace, and compassion out to this world, because this world needs it, especially people who are asleep. They don't understand why this is happening. They don't understand why all this stuff is crumbling. They don't get it. The fear frequency is being crunked, and it's going to continue to be crunk. People are going to be very scorned. There's a very scorned energy come Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Lots of trickery. This is extreme. Sun square Mars is extreme. Mars in Cancer. Emotional water sign cardinal, home, security, families, and the Sun in Libra. Reminding you that these are the end degrees. You're in the last decan of Libra. So this affects the world, because the last decan is about the world collective. Okay? So these planets in these positions are a lot about conflict and a lot of old wounds. Very caution ahead. But it doesn't mean that you cannot hold your light. It doesn't mean that you can't stop, opt out, find the smile in your heart, and blast your light. It doesn't mean that you can't, through the tension, blast your light. Remember to come back to center. Ground. You don't have to be outside of ground. Just grab you a couple of rocks and put them in your hand and go. If you have a hard time with doing that, work out. Move your body. Do whatever, do art, do creation. These are the times that we've been waiting for, and it begins now. And I'm going to quote the Leo King, David Palmer. When Pluto goes direct, that is the dominoes beginning to fall. That's what he said. And I said, you know what? That's a perfect way to describe it. This is it. We're here. You've been wanting it. Here it is. All right, here we go. All right. Well, it may continue. So, sending you all so much love. Let's move on. By the way, that will complete our astrology portion for my lovely Amy Ulrich, who does the time. We're just doing the calendar. We're going to straight into the cards. So, all of these cards, normally I do it separately, but I just can't tonight. I just got to do it all in one night. And that's how we're probably going to do it on these nights that are not full moon nights. And especially if we have another thing, like we have the blessing of the storm and everything. So just FYI, be in the know that I do my best to put the card reads separate, but I can't do it that way. When there's all this other, I just got to get it done, because I'm often up until 1-2 a.m. if I do it that way. So I don't mind doing it that way here and there, but I'm not going to do it that way every week. Okay. So let's go with these cards. Let's do it. Let's do it on bubble wrap. Karen. Karen says, I've got bubble wrap on. That's hilarious. That's actually not a bad idea. Just wrap yourself up. So I saw this thing on TikTok, and it was like, are you kidding me? This guy's got this brand new Corvette. He lives on the coast right there in Tampa. And he's wrapping it in plastic and putting it in the garage. I'm like, it wasn't even bubble wrap. It was just plastic. I was like, what? How does that help? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. I mean, he put the Corvette car cover on it, and then he literally had plastic all the way out to the street and was bringing it back and taping it all up, and then it was done, and he showed it. Plastic all over it. Maybe because when the house falls on top of it, it'll slide off. Maybe he put baby oil all over the plastic and it'll slide off of his Corvette. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. See some weird stuff. All right. Water, earth, fire, air. Thank you. Let's do that. Let's do it. Water, earth, fire, air. All right. All right. Now, don't forget that we do have a little giveaway going, guys. Oops. Wrong one. Sorry, we're not in Cosmic Combos, but I'm glad that I did that. I am going to be live on Friday with Sandra. Yeah, me and Sandra Isis are going to be hanging out together. We are going to do our best to just have some fun and learn about her. She's going to bring some Halloween cards forward, and we're just going to have some fun on Cosmic Combos. These are some of her products. Just check some of that out. Take a little screenshot and read all of the magic that goes on with Sandra Isis of Tribe Rainbow Fire. Please go check out her group. She's always showing up and showing out, showing all kinds of good stuff up in there. So make sure and check it out, okay? All right, let's do that. And remember, it's a $400 giveaway, and the only way you can win is by replay video. Comment on the replay video, like and subscribe to YouTube. That's how you win $400, and you have a really good chance of winning. Really do. Odds are pretty good. Okay, so let's move that on out there. Let's move this out here. Woo woo! Everybody's excited for the water signs. Remember, everybody on TikTok, please come over to the YouTube channel. All of the cards and everything is on the YouTube channel. You can see everything on a split screen. Chanda Sparkles Astrology. The link is in the bio. Yeah, Robin's got it. Hey, there she is. Okay, cool. Hold on. I got to do something real quick with Robin. Just a minute. Just a second. I want to make sure that I give you a wrench, Robin, so that you can become a moderator. By the way, remember, guys, if for any reason you feel like you could help us out and become a moderator, that just helps us to have more. So like if some of the main mods can no longer do it, I've had 2 of them fall off and they just can't do it anymore. I would really appreciate it. You get all kinds of goods and bonuses and sessions from me and all that stuff. I really need a couple of extra mods. It would be so cool if you could help us out. Shh, hush it, hush it. Where's she at? Where's she at? There she is. How do I? There you go. Okay. There you go. I added you as a, let's say congratulations and thank you to Robin Waters, who is now an amazing moderator for us. Thank you so very much. And that doesn't mean you have to always be here. It just means that if you can be here and you can help out, I send you a couple of little videos on how to do it. It's not hard. That would be really cool. Okay. All right. I got to adjust this chair because I feel like I sat down in it wrong. And y'all know I have a bad lower back and neck, but it's getting better. I found the best massage therapist. I can't even believe it. I was all but hurt because my last massage therapist just quit on me. But I found a good one, and she's way better. I'm real happy. I feel like she's going to heal me. She's really good, and she's a Taurus, and I'm a Scorpio, so she's my opposite, so we work very well together. All right, so we are going to play, and I'm sorry, honey, another time. I'm in the middle of 3 other streams going on a separate device in the studio, but thank you. We'll try it again another time. I got to stick to what's going on. I got a whole soundboard and everything that I'm running over here on all of the other. I'm multi-streaming. Okay, so Tarot of Dreams. I chose Tarot of Dreams because I really feel like if we work with the visions in our dreams, right now, it'll help. I also said hello to the Oceanic Tarot. Yeah, bringing out the Oceanic Tarot. The mermaids, the sirens have been very present lately. We also have the activations and oracle deck. Sacred geometry has been coming in quite a bit. Remember, you can utilize sacred geometry in spiritual ways. The universe is made up of it. And then we have the Astro Matrix deck. Astro Matrix deck. Always going to love to play with that one because the Matrix is kind of cranking and I feel like it was good. Cosmic Convos because, I said Cosmic Convos. Hey, by the way, that's a good plug for my other show. I do another show where I bring other people on, and one is going to be this Friday at, I think it's 1 p.m. Central. I'll have to double check, but the event link will be up tomorrow. The Cosmic Combos, Tarot, Cosmic Coven, the Coven of the Cosmics, and finally a brand new deck just debuting on this program. It is the Oracle Akashics. So we're going to ask your Akashics what they have to say. And I'm getting little tingly itchies all of a sudden. Oh, I forgot one. We also are pulling out the Halloween Oracle just because it's getting close to Halloween, and how much fun is that to pull those in. Got a lot of decks tonight. I don't know why I kind of went crazy. And on top of that, we will cast the runes. Moderators help me to remember the runes. Sometimes I get high on the energy as I allow the conscious channel to come through, and I forget to do the runes. And you're gonna have to remind me of another one now too, because we also got now Sparkles Astro Dice Divination. Sparkles Astro Dice Divination. Every single element according to the light code specified to the sun, moon, and rising. All of that is channeled to connect with you here now or on the replay. Let's go. I'm going to clear with the cosmic gong, and I'm going to swing this around so hopefully you can hear it really well. Cosmo is getting a little feisty because I swung the mic around. All right. That is the Divine Feminine Gong. We also have the Divine Masculine Gong. And that's on either side of you whenever you come in for a in-house galactic sound activations session, which is based upon your birth chart. I don't know if there's anybody else that does it like me, quite honestly. And I'm not trying to ring my gong here. But truly, this has all been shown to me to do it in this way. In the clearings, we remove the reptilian brain. We allow your team, your guides, to guide us based on the sacred geometry of your birth chart. We also do starseed lineages. So just saying, if you need that, let me know. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, sure. Nikki Photography, awesome. Come on back. Be a time traveler. If you can't be here live, just come on back and time travel away. We love that. We love our time travelers. It's all good. Everybody on TikTok, please double tap this screen. And remember, Chanda Sparkles Astrology, YouTube is where you can go to see the cards and everything that's happening on the screen on the magic board right here in front of me. Chanda Sparkles Astrology. Just minimize me and go on over and hit it. All the links are there. Okay. Whew. I'm not taking that right away. I'm still kind of pulling this in here. I need a Kleenex. Also, I channel, which means eyes water, nose runs. No, I'm not sick. But My nose does run when I'm channeling a lot of the time. It's just everything gets loosened up because I've opened my crown chakra and I am receiving, you see. That's right. What? Was it on the was it what? Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that the Dodecahedron was on the Akashic. Interesting. Yeah. I guess it's in alignment. It's definitely in alignment. Absolutely. Yeah, this is a new deck. I kind of went crazy. I bought like 5 or 6 new decks. There's like 3 or 4 over there that I haven't brought out yet. I have a fetish for card decks. I do. I've got a problem, and I'm cool with it. We're just beginning, Ashley. All right. We're beginning with water. The water signs are first. Here we go. Let's show the board. Can feel that energy. Nose is really beginning to itch. Okay. They want me to shuffle these for some reason. They're already all smudged, shuffled, cleared, set in the sun, and set in the pyramid prior to even becoming up in this live. We are calling on the sun, moon, and rising of the water signs, calling on the guardians and the galactic gateway keepers, calling on the directions, calling on the elements to assist with this read for their highest guidance. What do the water signs, sun, moon, and rising, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces need to know for their highest good as they go on their path? And the readings are timeless. Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Six of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Six of Wands. And the Page of Wands. So lots of fire here for you water signs all of a sudden. With a Knight of Cups. Well, there you are, but that might be somebody coming in from outside of you. I feel like some of you water signs, with this Knight of Pentacles, you know, you're taking some kind of message forward. You are bringing in some kind of information. You're grounding in some information. You're taking your time with this situation, though. This is not a fast night. This is the slowest night in the deck, okay? And with that Six of Wands right there, somebody's celebrating you, or you're being challenged to allow and receive that celebration. There's like, some people are kind of looking at you like, all right, water signs, yeah, good job, way to go, you know, you're doing it, man, you're doing it, you know. It's kind of like some serious accolades coming your way. I like that, but it's almost like you don't want to receive it. I feel like there's like this issue with it, like you're kind of like, I'm not really sure, you know. Like you've got an issue with receiving. So your water signs are really good about giving, but you must be able to receive that, you know. And something's coming in slow a little bit. Like it's like you're kind of hesitant. I feel there's a hesitation here. This Page of Wands, you know, the Page of Wands is very spirited, but it's a young, youthful, sometimes even naive, but it is the student. It's like that person, that young person that just wants to learn, you know, like I'm still just learning. And I kind of feel like you're like, even though I'm getting all these accolades and even, you know, all these folks are, you know, kind of celebrating me and all of this stuff, it's kind of still a little bit awkward for you. And it's kind of like, I'm still kind of like new to it. Like I'm not used to that, you know. I'm feeling a little awkwardness going on here for you. The Page of Wands, though, is saying, you know, it's okay to feel that way. It's all right. You know, give yourself a break. It's all right. But coming in from outside of you, there is a love offer. There is an offer of love. Something's coming through and saying, here you go, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There is an offer here and a good gesture of love coming through. Aha, wow, followed by the 8 of Wands. Arrows of love is what we just saw. And we don't always see that. This is fast moving, flying, spirited, communications. This is even leaving, traveling, moving, going somewhere fast, maybe even going out to a party, having a good time. See, the dragonfly is also there, which means when you make this move to receive, so you've got this 6 of Wands here where you're being celebrated. People are looking at you. They're watching you. They're like, yeah, there you go, water signs. When you finally make the move to trust that it's okay to actually receive this loving offer, you know, you've been very timid. You've been very cautious. You've been, you know, you don't really want to put yourself out there as much, are you? But you are ancient. You know, the dragonfly is 300,000 years old, if not more. See that and give to yourself by being the bigger person that is able to receive is not a bad thing. The Magician, there you go. So after you've gone through this process, after this offer of love has come through, and it could be an offer of like, hey, I want to get married, or it could be an offer of like, you know, thank you for everything you did for me. You have no idea how that affected me, and I just want to tell you how special you are to me. It could be as small as that. It could also be as small as like, I'm just seeing my friend Annette who just dropped by this wonderful gift of all of these amazing things, including this little necklace that I'm wearing right here that's super powerful, you know? And it was special to me because it's copper. It's made of copper. And copper is very special to me because my grandfather, I grew up around copper. As he's a Tesla incarnate. Like he's a reincarnation of, and he created these lightning surge protectors and lightning. So maybe you're becoming an inventor. Maybe you're inventing different products. Maybe you're offering these things to these folks. And they're just like, yes, thank you for doing this. But you're slow to roll on really feeling like, hey, I deserve it. You know, there's an issue with feeling deserving. The Magician, after all of this is like, okay, I have all the tools. I have everything I need to move forward. I'm going to create from here. But remember, this is a brand new energy. The Page of Wands is also a brand new energy. It's a young energy. So it's kind of like you're on the precipice of something pretty big here, but it's going to take a little time. You must be open to receive. You may travel. You may get a new vehicle. There might be some love offers coming through. There might be some kind of a person that just really lights you up because they've been lit up by you. You know, and on the bottom, you can't get it any better, water signs. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. On the bottom, you have, I'll make sure you can see all of those nice and big. On the bottom, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So, a tangible brand new start. Remember, there are only 4 aces in a 78 card deck. A tangible new beginning, a seed of hope that you can grow from. Literally. Something in your life is coming in. Receive it. Receive it. Receive it. Look at that. There's a 2 of Cups. There's a soulmate. This is a soulmate. This is a soulmate card right here underneath it. And then underneath that, wow, is the 7 of coins. Because you were patient. Because you said, no, I value myself. You didn't give it up. You stayed diligent. Slowest knight in the deck. Patiently growing whatever it is that you're growing. The soul union came in. That could be a lovely partnership of any kind. It could be an actual soul union. Remember, water signs, who you are and grow your seed. All right, let's also see what these Halloween cards got to say for the water signs. Woot woot. What did the big boos, the skulls, the witches, all the scary things got to say? The pumpkins? Midnight. Oh, wow. You got the midnight card. So it says, what does it say? I cannot read that. I am blind as a bat right now. I'm so high. Midnight, the most magical hour of all. All right. So remember, the sexy things come in the dark. I get embarrassed by what comes out of my mouth. I'm not even kidding. So the sexy things happen in the dark, and that's for 70% of you. Just saying. And if you don't have a partner, you can still be sexy in the dark. Do it in a spiritual way. Sacredly. Moving the energy. Also, we're going to pull out the sacred geometry oracles. What geometry is speaking to the hearts of the water signs? We got a pact fallen. We're not taking all those, so we're just gonna, okay. Which one you want? Okay. Change. You got change. Change. I'm hearing signs, signs everywhere. There's signs blocking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs? I'm hearing this song. That's crazy. It's a 12. It's a 3. You're birthing. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. And God knows the change is here. The transformation is here. And it's coming. And it's going to tell you exactly what to do through the signs, signs everywhere, there's signs. My guides are funny. Honor yourself. Honor yourself. This is the Akash. The Akash. This is your soul Akashic record speaking to you. It says honor yourself. Honor yourself. Where's my honor my eyes? There they are. Recognize the hard work you put in to get where you are today, instead of thinking of how far you still have to go. Remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. And trust me when I say, it's not just you. It's you and all aspects of self, in all timelines, in all existences, in all forms, speaking to you, saying, allow yourself to receive. Now, we are also going to pull, we're going to do these Astro Dice first. What do the Astro Dice want to say? I think I'm going to do it like this, because this is a very old, by the way, do you see how old this shell is? This shell my dad got in Mexico before I was ever even born. I grew up looking at this shell. There is some ancient siren wisdom with this thing. So I'm just going to not do that, because I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to mess it up anymore. So we have, I need better light. I'm sorry, I can't see. Hope that's not too bright. Okay. So we have Capricorn. And we have Saturn in the 12th. So basically this is saying your discipline, your structure, what you're building is paying off. Okay? It's paying off. Stay disciplined. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. Okay? And it's about Father Time. It's about karma showing up. It's about, challenges and things that happen. And when it's in the 12th house, it's in the dark. Sometimes things are hidden. Sometimes there are things that are unseen that you do not know about. Trust it. Keep building. Keep moving. You are the magical sea goat. You are flying off of the top of that mountain after you climbed it. And it's your time. It is your time. Okay. And finally, we'll pull from the runes. We'll pull from the runes. Guys, if you're on TikTok, come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology. You'll see everything on the split screen over there. If you want to see the cards, the runes, the dice, all of it. It's all there. Shinokai, Enoshete, Konamo Nashete, Unashatai, Oshete Mokai, Unashate, Unashakemonai. Right there. And there. Okay. You also have, I'm getting better at these. I'm starting to memorize them now, so this is not too bad. As long as I can get it to balance and not fall over my little board here. Okay, so you have Tiwaz, meaning the sky god, warrior, leadership, and action. Okay, so the sky god, you are the sky god, warrior, leadership, and action. You have been fighting for a while. Anus, this is Odin. Communication, signs, insight, and your true vision is shining through you, water signs. And finally, we have Urez, meaning the ox medicine, the strong, determined survival medicine that is strength and potential and determination. Thank you, water signs. I hope that these readings assisted you. If they did, please make sure you like, subscribe, and do all of the things. Comment on the replay so that you make sure you're in the drawing. $400 giveaway with Sandra Isis. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Very cool, right? Very cool. Okay. We're going to do this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the water signs. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Take the water signs down. Who is next? I can't remember. Yes, Kelly's Corner is on it. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. We have earth signs next. Okay. Let's see. All right. Very good. Very good. I see all of you there. Hey, Katie's here now. Cool. Thanks for being here, sweetheart. Diana. Late 60s song. Signs. That's right. That's right. Amy is here. So be it. Yes. Hello, all. Sending you all lots of love and light. Thank you for that. We all need it right now. I am allowed to receive. Yes. Remembering that I am presence, with the North Node being in Aries just for a slight bit longer until January. So really working over that I am presence, really stepping into the faith. I was just speaking to a client about this week, about how you have to be able to allow yourself to put yourself first. And when you do put yourself first, things seem to work out a little bit better. Things seem to flow in a little bit better. Things become a little bit easier because you're able to take care of yourself first. And you think of yourself first, and it's not selfish. It's self-care, right? Connection. Thank you for being here. Thanks so much. I hope I'm not missing people. I see a lot of you are here. Remember, I am multi-streaming on multiple channels, multiple locations. Oh, my nose is really itching tonight. So please remember that I see all of your chats coming through in one chat box. And I'm thinking I'm going to just slide that right down in there. And then I need to shuffle these oracles real quick, and then we'll get on to the earth sign read. Okay, I'm really kind of curious to see. Now, each elemental sign has their own separate tarot deck, but they all share the oracles. So we're moving on to the next tarot deck. I'm going to put this here, and I need a crystal to hold it down. So, getting real bubbly all of a sudden. Somebody's been gassy. Somebody's got the Buddha belly from all these electromagnetic energies going on, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't drink bubbly drinks often. Like, this is coconut water. It's interesting. All right. I'm just going to give these a quick shuffle. Yeah, those electromagnetics, we had 2 X-class flares. back-to-back, multiple M class flares. And those electromagnetics, I don't even know. Let's just gonna see where they at. Let's just see if we got something going on. I'll just have a little look right now. KP, it's still at KP4 plus. So, but no solar flares. Yeah, like a low M, but nothing major since yesterday. So we're still doing good here. Hey, TikTok, please double tap the screen. We are on to Earth signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Hello to the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Remember to come back and make sure that you comment on the replay, Earth signs, so that you get in for the $400 drawing that's going to be held next week. And it's important that you like and subscribe because, yes, I do check. If you hadn't liked and subscribed to the video that you commented on, your name gets passed up, and that actually has happened before. I'm a double Scorpio. I have Saturn in Gemini. I'm attention to detail on steroids. So it's part of the way the makeup is, but that's how the blueprint was processed, they said, whenever I came into this avatar, this flesh suit. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to clear with the Rattler. If you are new, this is my night side. This is my light side. Shadow, no answers. Light, yes answers. Tones, scents, smells, feels, all the clairs. Okay, here we go. Since birth, by the way. All right, so let's go with this is the Astro Matrix Tarot. Okay, we're going to start with the Astro Matrix Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and give you the screen. There you go. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, a little intense. But hey, I've got that Aries moon. So I've always kind of like got that childlike wonder, that playfulness, and you know, that I can get pretty serious though, but I'm real grateful for my Aries moon. I also have Mars in Scorpio. Yeah. Crazy. And my Chiron's in Aries. Got a lot of Martian energy. I was very aggressive as a younger person. I had to really work on letting go of anger. I get real pissed very easily. Not so much anymore. I don't let stuff get to me anymore. The more I evolved, the more my spiritual practice grew, the more I, dived in with my guides, the more I started to really accept them. The first guides that I started really accepting were two reptilian draconian demons that I lived with for 4 years in my house with my children. And that process, it made me very sick. It was a very difficult time in my life. That was when I lost Jason, my childhood love, and we had reunited as adults, and then he died. And that was rough. That was really rough times, but there was some positivity there too. There was a lot of love there, a lot of learning curves to the aggression and the sexuality and how I looked at sexuality and all of those things. It's very interesting. We all grow and learn, don't we? We all evolve. We all expand. Thank you. Awesome. Have a good night. Now, remember, everybody can always come back on the replay, and all the timestamps will be there tomorrow. So, like, if you can't stay for the upcoming air sign because that's your moon, or you can't stay for one or whatever, just come back tomorrow and look for the timestamps. You just toggle right across the YouTube, and you'll find it right there. They'll also be in the description as well as in the comments. Amy Ulrich is our dear moderator who's so amazing. After she gets off work, she does all of our timestamps. I love her. She is my dear sister, and she just helps me Like you have no idea how much that helps me. Okay, here we go. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, calling in the guardians and galactic gateway keepers. Calling in the beautiful elements, honoring the directions. Calling in the guides of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are the messages that the Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns need to hear for their highest good in this timeline? I'm smelling like a wood burning, like it's not like Palo Santo, it's not like cedar, it's like a mesquite or something like that, or a spicy. It's not like hickory sweet, it's kind of like a robust smell. Maybe somebody has a cologne that way or something. It's kind of like a strong woodsy scent is what I'm smelling. Strong, like Old Spice or something. Maybe it's somebody's grandpa. They said it's not a grandfather. Okay, what is it then? You're not going to tell me? 5 of Cups. Sadness, grief, loss. Sadness, grief, loss. Not being able to see what's left. It's devastation. It is death. It's not being able to see what's left. Being so lost, so consumed in your grief and in the loss that you cannot see that there is still something there to be thankful for. Yeshikomai. Queen of Pentacles. Well, there you are, earth signs. And remember, do not get caught up on gender. Okay, thank you. All right, we're going to zoom it in for these cards because they're a little bit smaller. Just going to zoom. Oh, that's me. Hi. Sorry. Okay. Crazy energies. There we go. We're going to zoom it in just a little bit because these cards are a little smaller. There we go. Now, so in this grief, in this loss, you are asked to really emotionally ground yourself in with grace. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is all about grounded grace. It's also about really just kind of taking care of the practical things that you have to take care of. You know, this is all about you stepping in to your power in a very difficult situation. This is not giving up. Tower. Okay, so you get the Tower card there. This is earth signs with something that comes in, shocks you, and rocks your world. Okay, this is something that wipes things out. Things are destroyed, never to be the way they were ever again. This is devastation. You know, this is shocking news as well, because it is the sign of Uranus. Uranus is the revolutionary, the rebellion. Uranus comes in and totally wakes you up to something that you never thought was going to happen in order to change you, to awaken you to something new. You built it on a faulty foundation. So now it has to come down. It was not built right from the beginning. The Shikarukakai. It was not built right from the beginning, is what they're saying. 4 of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy here for you guys. A lot of earth energy showing up. 4 of Pentacles is hold on tight. Outside energy coming in. Outside energy coming in. This is all about someone else is not allowing it through. Someone is tight ass with whatever it is with this situation, and they're not letting it through. They're not gonna let it. This is like, I got all this money. I'm like seeing like the government. I got all this money, and I'm not gonna let it through. Or it's like your boss who says, you know what? You've been working this job for 15 years, and you want a raise? Whatever. Not gonna happen. Sorry. Maybe that has some reason why the universe comes and knocks everything down so that you can actually get the huevos to step up and change yourself, change your own life, make a better life for yourself, from the destruction. The Knight of Swords, this is evil words coming through. I just got evil words. I don't even use that word. Wow. Okay. Evil words, harsh words. But this is also fast-moving communications. Big news coming through. Big energy. Fast. Fastest knight in the deck. Showing up for you. You got to watch your aggressions. Big time. Because this could get out of hand in such a, like, never to be rebuilt again way. Dead on the floor. Dead on the floor. Dead on the floor. Literally. And figuratively. Dead on the floor. This is the Knight of Swords. Okay, but remember, swords are about mentality. This is in your mind, my friends. It's allowing all of that anxiety. It's allowing all of that stuff to go away. It's over. It's done. That's what I love about the Ten of Swords. Is that even though this has been stressful, you've been stabbed in the back, you've been done wrong, you've been every which way but right. Every which way but right. There's an old movie called Every Which Way But Loose or something like that that had a monkey and an orangutan in it. And I think it was about a truck driver or something like that. I'm really reaching back into my childhood here. But that movie is coming through on this message. You might look up that movie, watch the movie. There may be something else there for you. But something here is severe. Your challenge in all of this destruction, do you see all of this? The grief, the harsh words, the aggression, the being stabbed in the back, the universe blowing down your whole house, blowing down your whole business, blowing down everything that's happening in your life. You challenge yourself to remain poised in grace and determination and discipline. You see there? Grace, determination, and discipline with this card, guys. On the bottom of the deck, you got walking away. You got leaving. You got leaving. On the bottom of the deck, you're walking away, okay? You're walking away on this deck. So this is all about, I have invested so much of my heart into this situation. I have done this. I have done that. I have done bent over backwards to try to make this situation work. And finally, the universe says, it's time to go. It's time to go. Why? Seven of Pentacles. You worked fucking long. This is like, I'm feeling like I've just done all this for so long. And at some point, you just are not going to, like, the Seven of Pentacles is about someone sitting there waiting, tending to their crops, making sure that they're doing the right thing, being very disciplined in what they do, but having lots and lots of patience and lots of faith that that crop is going to yield some kind of a harvest. You know? It's tiring work. I'm like seeing those poor men in a coal mine that go down there and do all that coal mining all the time for years and years and years. And what do they get in the end? Cancer in their chest, cancer in their lungs. This tower is a blessing, because finally you're going to walk away and it'll be done. Not taking away from your grief. We're holding you as you go through this. We're not taking away from the sadness and the grief and the loss and the stress and the anxiety and the aggression and the passion and everything that goes with this. But this motherfucker right here that's not going to let go, that's going to sit there and laugh and giggle, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. This is not going to help you at all. That whoever that person is, or whoever that group or that organization that's like holding on to all their money, they got all this money, but they're not going to let go. They're not going to give it up. They're not going to help. Really? I've got aggression, and I'm just reading the energy. Let's see what these Halloween cards got to say. Shit. So out of all those Halloween cards, I got chills all up and down my legs, and I just shaved my legs this morning. The underworld. You got the underworld out of all them cards right there. The pomegranate, the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Okay? This is deep transformation. Underworld, that's Pluto. That is the Lord of the underworld, Pluto, stationed, standing still in the cosmos right now for you earth signs, about to go direct in Capricorn. It's like, this Lord of the underworld, he's not a big scary dude, by the way. Okay? He is very matter of fact. He don't give a shit. This has to transform now or die, and I don't give a shit how. Wow. All right, so let's also see what the sacred geometry has to say for the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Emergence. Emergence. Number 25, that is a 7. You got emergence. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. So I feel like this is you emerging and walking away. And from that point on, the Shetemukai is when the inner child wonderment is going to take hold. Let's also pull from the Akashic Records. What do the Akashic Records, what do all souls have to say to you in this time of great upheaval? That one just flew right on out. Acceptance. You may be disappointed with the recent outcome. Remember, if one door closes, you are being redirected to the one that will soon open to your true soul path. You, my earth signs, made a decision before coming into this incarnation to do a certain path with certain bullet points along the way. And for whatever reason, this is the time that must change, must shift. And acceptance in a childlike wonderment is going to do you a lot of good to get through this, okay? We're also going to pull the Astro Dice. What do the Astro Dice have to say? What do the Astro Dice have to say? Blow on the dice for you guys. See what we got. Oh, come on, man. Give me something good. All right. So we have got... You got to be shitting me. So we've got Capricorn. And we've got Pluto, the Lord of the underworld, in the 11th house. So your acceptance and determination and your Saturnian discipline, meaning you keep going, you don't give up, you keep moving forward through the devastation. That is your Capricorn. Pluto is, this must transform now or die. This is it. Pluto is the Lord of the underworld, the ruler of Scorpio in Capricorn at 29 degrees, the most extreme degree of any sign zodiac. Okay? And it's there for the last time in our lifetime. And this has been a cycle that began in 2008 for you. And then it ramped up in 2020. And now Pluto's stationary, about to go direct on Friday. In the 11th house, this means all of your discipline, all of your hard work in order to make this transform now or die has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the collective. This is a collective soul mission that you're on. It has nothing to do with you personally. Don't take it personally. And finally, we will pull from the runes for you. And the Norse god Odin and the Norse goddess Freya have to say to the lovely earth signs in closing. One more. So we have, Othala, meaning inheritance, traditions, cultures, family, values, and the passed on knowledge. So there may be some kind of, after this aftermath, after this sudden death, after whatever happens here for you earth signs, there may be some kind of an inheritance or some kind of, remember that the inheritance that is great, yes, it's always good to get some money and all of that fun stuff. It's never good when someone dies, right? But someone who, like, I'm just saying right now, I'm just gonna kind of pull Chenda back in here for a minute. I really want to leave a nice inheritance for my kids. You know, I watched my grandfather build an empire, and I really want to do that for him, for my son and my daughter and my grandchildren. So remember, if you do have somebody that you lose, somebody that dies, they want you to have that. They really do. And that's just for some of you. That's not for all of you. But it's also the inheritance that we get from within through the ancestry, knowing yourself at a soul level, knowing yourself in your DNA. Like, do you even know where you came from? That's a really good thing. Once you start digging down that rabbit hole, it's pretty interesting. Okay, also, Iwaz, meaning the horse. Oh, the horse medicine. So reliable, you know. This is about teamwork and progression and change. You got another change. You got probably like 4 or 5 different change cards here. Anus, meaning Odin, communication, signs, insight, and true vision. There you go, earth signs. Thank you very much. I hope that this reading assisted you, and we are sending you so much love and so much light. Like, literally, we will keep you in our prayers. Thank you for being here. We love you. Annette, never retreat, never surrender. Thank you. We are family. She's, yeah. The horse. That's right. That's right. Every which way but loose. There you go. Thank you, Robin. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was it with Clint Eastwood. That was the movie. I remember it now. All right. Clear those, and let's move on to the next read. I can't remember who's next, so I'm sure somebody's going to let me know. Oh, Kelly's on it. Thank you. So now we're on to fire signs, sun, moon, and rising fire signs. Well, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm going to give these a quick little shuffle just to have them ready for the next read. You know, that's the thing, is when these challenges come through, you got to work at the energy first. You just got to work with the energy first. And if it becomes too much, breathe. Like, literally, your breath and breath work will save your ass. I'm truly a believer in the breath work. All right. This next card read here is for the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yes, yes, yes. And we're going to mount that down with the Scorpion. There we go. And I'm going to clear with a little bit of Palo Santo after such an extreme read of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. That was pretty extreme. So I just want to burn a little sage here. The bloody thing will light. Come on. There we go. In gratitude for the messages, you know, in gratitude for the messages. All right. Tobacco too? Okay. Somebody wants to smoke. Let's give them some tobacco. They love the tobacco. There we go. There you go. I used to not like the smell of cigarettes because I smoked for many years and then I quit a long time ago, and then I quit smoking cigarettes. And Jesse would smoke those cigarettes and I hated the smell of it. Now I love the smell of tobacco. Reflections. Really important for reflections, you know, really important. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. That's nice. Nice. I love that. That your wife, Sarah, is here. That's beautiful. Yes, on the breath work. It sure works. It sure does. Annette says, Earth signs, grab an air sign. We can help you float like a feather instead of stinging you when you are pushed to the max. True. True. Very good. That's a very good one right there. All right, everybody on TikTok, you can see all of the cards on the split screen over at Chanda Sparkle's Astrology YouTube. Pop on over there. The link's in the bio, or just hang out. You'll get the read that you want. We are on the Earth signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising Earth signs. Calling in the Guardians and the Galactic Gateway Keepers. Calling in the elements. Honoring the directions. Calling in the guides and the highest angelics for the Earth sign reads. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do the beautiful, tangible, practical, dedicated Earth signs, those sensual Earth signs have to say? I'm not on Earth. I'm on fire. Why am I on Earth? What is going on here? Okay, so when this happens, we still trust that all of that was meant. So that means if for some reason you have an Earth sign, let's say you have an Earth moon and you're here for your fire sign sun, okay? Something else is coming through. We just trust, we trust, okay? We trust that all is well. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. It wouldn't be if it wasn't. See, that's the main thing about life is when screw-ups happen that you perceive to be a mess up, come back, pull yourself back to center and be like, you know what? No, that was supposed to happen. Because if it didn't, this wouldn't have. You see? Okay, here we go. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Calling in the guides, guardians, and the galactics for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Calling in the guides, the guardians, and the galactics for the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You have got, so this deck has Tree of Life card. They got some extra cards in this one. So you just got the Tree of Life on the very first card. That's pretty cool. That's universal geometry makeup of everything. So this is like a fated, destined, informational type of read for you. This is like a karmic thing that's happening with you, fire signs. And you are challenged here to slow your roll. So this is the card of rest, meditate. You've gone through a lot, and it's now time for you to kind of go within, you know, or even reach out to a spiritual person. I'm hearing like someone like me or someone else, you know, whomever, your pastor, whomever, some counselor or something, some kind of counsel. But this is a go within time, and you're challenged to do so, fire signs. Slow your roll. Okay, this King of Wands is you. You're here in all of your passions. You're here in all of your fire and all your presence and all of your determination and initiations. Mastering it mentally. The kings are the mental fire, okay? The queens are about emotional fire, but this is all mental for you. And that sword sign is awesome. Look at there. You can't make it up. I was feeling a spiritual guide of faith. So here you go. Here is the Hierophant, faith for you coming out right there. So someone outside of you, you need to go see someone about this situation. Go within and go see somebody. This is a fated, destined time. There's nothing. It's very cut and dry. Like we're seeing it very cut and dry for you. There's the sun right there. Oh my God, you got the best card in the deck right there, fire signs. So the sun is all about showing up in your own power, shining your own light, finding that childhood wonderment, being, the star of your own life, and realizing that the good things are coming. The good things are coming, but you must rest. You must go within. You must do some more spiritual practices because this is a karmic event that's happening or has happened, and you're handling it like a pro. Mastery of the mental state, okay? But I really feel like if you dive, this is about diving deep into your soul, diving deep into your soul's path, diving deep, maybe finding out more about your starseed lineage, you know? This is also our star, right? And then there's all the planets around him. So, you know, this is all about deep karmic stuff that's happening here. I'm holding those upside down. You got the Emperor. You can't make it up, man. The Emperor is Aries energy. It's fire energy. It's take control. Go within, rest, redirect yourself. Okay? Redirect yourself if needed. Get some spiritual guidance. Don't just go all at this like a bull in a china shop. Don't just be like, I'm just going to do it, blah, 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 anyway. I think you need to really bring it in. And whatever it is that you're wanting to expand your wisdom on, like maybe you're wanting to learn about Kundalini yoga. You know, we're seeing maybe you want to learn about astrology, you know, or whatever. Take a course. Go to a spiritual advisor. Maybe you want to go on like a mushroom trip or something like that to really dive deep. You know, do it with a sacred guide. This is the person coming in from outside of you. By the way, that is Taurus energy, okay? They're very grounded, very sensual, very practical, you know? They're very wise. They're very psychic, okay? This person doesn't have to be Taurus, but it could be. Could also be the opposite of Taurus, Scorpio. So just know that there's some kind of spiritual guide that you're supposed to go see, and you're going to take control of your life afterwards. The sun is just going to blast for you. But this has been a lot. This Tree of Life card is a lot that you've been through. And it's kind of like the universe, you know, checking off your list and saying, hey, man, fire signs, you've done it. You've done it. You're here. You've done it. Good for you. Good for you, right? Good for you. Hey, guys, please double tap this screen for me so I don't have to do the little puzzle piece. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Okay, so the last read got this exact card in a separate deck in the exact place. On the bottom of the deck, you got the 8 of Cups. Walk away. Walk away. This is something that you have literally put all of your heart, your passions, your love into. You've worked very hard and very long on this, and it's been an emotional thing. Like you feel everything, right? But it's time to let it go. You got to walk away from this, and you're going to be walking into the unknown. You are not aware of what direction you're going with this. You know, there is no way of knowing. You know, you have to trust. You got to continue to have your faith, and you are standing in your power. The Emperor stands in their power. They are the I am presence. They don't put up with no shit. But I feel like this is about you bringing it in and really, you know, horning in on that inner shaman that you are. Realizing the power. We're getting so much tingles right here. So much tingles. It's like all of this wah, 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 wah energy going on for you here. You must walk away from this. The Palace of Wands. So I told you, in this deck, there's multiple different cards, and you got the Palace of Wands. Like, seriously? This is one of those extra cards. this is like being in your dream state of awareness, knowing that you are the palace. You are it. There is nothing behind you. And behind that was the moon. So, you know, used to, there was a lot of things that were unknown. It was challenging. You had to, you know, juggle this world while you're in this world. It's like being in two states of existences, you know, while trying to hold it down, you know. But, you know, this is really all about higher cosmic wisdom, higher galactic wisdom, even coming through, guides showing up to show you the direction, to show you the way, you know. Yeah, this is all spiritual read for you guys tonight. Big time, big time, big time. All right, let's go ahead and get you the Halloween oracle. What did the Halloween tell us? Spooky pumpkins, witchy witches, skulls. What did the Halloween oracle got to say to the fire signs? The veil. The veil. You got the veil. You know, this is all about the future. You know, you don't know what's past that veil until you've crossed it, right? Until you've dropped that blindfold and seen. You can't unsee some things, right? The veil, you know, and this is also about you really understanding that there are no veils. You are the veil. An ascension process has shit to do with you moving up in dimensions. It has to do with you internally rising in frequency. You know, the veil. I've never really been a fan of, oh, the veil is thinning. Well, maybe it is fucking thinning, but you're the veil. So are you thinning? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to me. All right. So also, sacred geometry, pulling in the sacred geometry that makes up our universe. Wow, those are really wanting to come. The alchemy. The alchemy is there. Yeah, the alchemy. So you got the alchemy, so you can see it. All right, so the alchemy, number 8, of course. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrances of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the power. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allows the true alchemist to perform miracles of transmutation. You the magician, fire signs, do you realize you already have everything within that you need? You have every element. Look up the 5 elements and study them. There's your homework. It's what are the Akashic records have to say? What is the Akashic? We're tapping into your own soul's high guidance. What does the soul have to say? Let's go. All soul aspects. Warrior spirit. Well, hell, there you go. Relentless commitment to challenges. Approach life as personal battle here to master your forceful nature. Your warrior spirit, relentless commitment to challenges, approaches life as a personal battle here to master your forceful nature. Bringing that chi, finding that inner shaman, my fire signs lovelies. Also reaching out to a spiritual guide. Okay, so if you want to come and see me, my email is below, sparklesastro@gmail.com, or message me. I will never message you. By the way, on TikTok, I've got so many impersonators, and it's so stupid. It's not like I got 10,000 followers. I'm just like, why would they want to impersonate me? It's so weird. But there's scammers. There's trickery out there, so be careful. Be careful. You want to always look for Chanda Sparkles with an S, Astrology, and that's it. You know, so be careful. There's scammers. That's the other thing that's coming through for you guys. You know, your warrior spirit and pushing forward and all this. But your main goal here, don't forget, the main goal here is rest. Meditate. Go within. Rest. Meditate. Go within. All right, now we're going to pull... We're going to get you some astrology dice. We got the astrology dice here. Let's see what the astrology dice for extended messages. What does astrology have to say? That's kind of fun. All right. So we have got, very interesting, we've got Leo. And we've got the moon. And you had the moon as one of your cards down there too. That's interesting. And you got the number 11. And we had number 11, I believe, on the dice either last read or the one before. So your fun, childlike awe, you know, shining your light. Leo is ruled by the sun. Okay. So Leo is ruled by the sun. Remember, you got the sun card. Okay. And you are a fire sign. Some of you are Leos. You must find that child joy. You must find that wonderment again, right? Emotionally, the moon is all about our intuition and our mother. I feel like some of you, this is about your mother, and really realizing that there's a lot of forgiveness needed there with your mother. We're getting that for 40% of you. So, and lots of tingles on the light side on that. Thank you. And then the 11th house is about the community collective. So shine your light, play like a child, be like a child, and emotionally go back to that inner child if need be, how you were with your mother. You also can come to me and we will do projection of consciousness, where we'll put your consciousness back to when you were a child. And if we must, we may even go back to the womb or even further to conception, and start from there and heal it forward, you see. Or we'll project you forward, past your problems. But I really feel like there's a lot of child play energy going on here. Stuff that happened when you were a kid. It's like threads, things going on. And it's affecting not only you, but the collective whole of you. Understand that. The 11th house is the collective. All right? And finally, we are going to pull from these runes for you, calling on the Norse god Odin, excuse me, and calling on the Norse goddess Freya. There we go. So we have first one is oh, geez. Come on. So this first one here is the Iwas, meaning, is that it? No, wait, hold on. That's not it. Sorry, my eyes are messing with me here. Oh, there it is. Hagalas, meaning hail, chaos, uncontrolled force, and natural disasters. Hagalas, natural disasters, hail and chaos, uncontrolled. You know, there's like a storm that's been brewing in you, I feel like, you know. It's like this warrior spirit, and it's just like you need to pull it in, you know. And then also we have got Jera, meaning the harvest is here. This is a fruitful harvest. Celebration and prosperity is ahead. But you're going to have to take that time out. You're going to have to dive into something deep into your spiritual practices. I feel like you really got to work on that. Working with your alchemy of your ancestors, you know. Manas, meaning the man, the self, and the inner self. This is development of soul searching, going deep within. And you have that within card right there. I hope that these messages helped you, fire signs. We love you very much. All of the information is in the description. Like, subscribe, and make sure that you comment on the replay video so that you get in on the drawing. All right. Thank you, fire signs. We love you so very much. Wow. That's a deep, heavy spiritual one for you. Remembering that you have everything under control. Yeah. Woo. Okay, this is, what are we on to next? What's coming in next? I can't remember what. We did water. We did earth. We did fire. Now we have air. Air. This is the last reading. Air signs. Air signs are coming up. Sun, Moon, and Rising. That would be Gemini. Oh, Libra and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius coming up for you beautiful folks. You know, if you did miss the beginning of this video, we did a very powerful blessing prayer and invocation. We also retrieved a lot of souls that have been lost in these storms. So please go back and interject your energy into it. They are timeless. You can use that anytime. And in fact, I'm going to probably cut that out and make it a separate video, just so that people can utilize that for any time. You know, it's a really good practice. It doesn't take long. I am not one of these channelers or light language people, even though I have a lot of information as an astrologer and all of this stuff that I do here on these lives. I'm not someone like that will sit there and be like, okay, you need to meditate an hour, because I can't do that either, you know. But we get it done efficiently and quickly, and you know, it's not necessary to go that long unless you want to. It's up to you, right? However you feel. All right, and finally, we're pulling out the Oceanic Tarot for the air sign read. And I'm going to clear with the Cosmic Gong, Divine Feminine Gong. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to try really hard not to hit the thing. I'm going to push it back just a little bit. Just a little. Just clearing the energy. Allowing those sound waves to come through. It's Cosmo. She's the divine feminine. Just for you air signs. She really sang that time. Oh, we just got a space weather live notification. Let's look and see. I don't think anything. No. KP4 plus. We have been in a strong, decent solar storm. We've been in a strong, decent solar storm for, well, I think it's like 48 hours now. Like a decent one, not like super strong. Like it went up pretty strong. We got to KP8, I think almost KP9. No, it was KP8 the other day, and then it kind of came down. It's kind of been fluctuating in that KP5 to KP4 range the last 24 hours. Thing strong. Okay. Hi, Coralie and Katie in Australia. Glad that you're here. Katie's an Aquarius, so this one's for her. Maybe. We'll see. It is. She's really an amazing sounding gong. I really love her a lot. Okay. Troy Wood says he has an Aquarius moon. Cool. Okay, let's go. Calling in the guardians and the galactic gateway keepers. Calling in the elements. Calling and honoring the directions. Calling in the guides of all of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. These are timeless readings. When you hear it, it's meant for you. Do not fret. Do not worry. I'm getting head pressure. Eight of Cups. Walk away. Gotta walk away from something. There's something that is just not working anymore. You've put a lot into it. We know. And this is not easy for you to do, but you must walk away from something. Followed by the Hermit. Contemplation. Major life event. Major arcana. The Hermit. Representation of Virgo and Taurus. Could even be Capricorn. You know, sometimes you gotta step back from things and really look at it from inside. Maybe like not just walking away, but pulling back. You know, when we have that energy that's, you know what I'm talking about. When you're just like, man, I gotta pull back from this. I gotta opt out October. It's okay to do that. Also, I'm feeling the alien jellyfish are coming around you. Some of you, there's some kind of alien jellyfish or even like octopus energy or some kind of like something with tentacles. Really weird. Okay. Oh, and I'm getting all kinds of itchy tingles on my shadow side, on my night side here. Now you've got the Tower. Okay, so you've got the Tower here, and this is called the Vortex in this deck. It is destruction. It is a surprise. It is something that comes in and shocks you. You know, this has been going on. I feel like this has been going on. Like a lot of things have just been rearranged, changed, reorganized, and destroyed. And now you had to walk away. Something you've already walked away. Have they already walked away? They've already walked away. So you've already walked away from something, and now you're in like this standing back phase, you know, and you're almost like in this what next? What's coming next? Air signs. Outside of you is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration. It's also about coming together in union. It's like often the traditional deck, it says it has two people getting married with a priest, right? But it really is about, okay, enough, you know, contemplation, yes, is your challenge. But I feel like, too, you just kind of, a lot of this is like, I've been just like, whoa, what next? You know, I almost like fearful of what's next. Air signs, you know, it's like something's always happening. Something's always coming in. And it could be, you know, the Tower is a very serious card of change. You know, it's like change that comes in unexpectedly because you didn't take initiation to change it yourself, or you just didn't see it to change it until you see it. It's kind of like you can't unsee what you've seen once you've seen it, right? And then somebody outside of you is like, but hold on, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Center and ground. Calm it down. Page of Swords. People are watching. And New Beginnings, the Fool. I kind of felt like, so the Page of Swords is a young, youthful energy, first of all. But the page is also all about people's watching. People like, what you doing? They see your shit on social media. The spies around. And you're like, I don't want them to watch me. I don't give a shit. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing here. I'm just doing my best with all this crazy vortex energy that just keeps coming in and screwing up everything, or me having to start over on this, or I built all of this and I did all of this and then I had to start all again. This is New Beginnings, though. You know, this is Aries energy, by the way, if that means anything to you. But really, this is a youthful energy as well. And it's about initiation and taking the bull by the horns and moving forward into the unknown, even if you have another tower moment, even if something else comes in and knocks everything down. Somebody outside, and I'm getting lots of tingles on my nose, so maybe some abundance. Somebody's coming in to help with the situation. Somebody is like, hang on, come on back, settle down, air signs. We know that you get all crazy in your mind, right? Because you are the thinkers, you're the geniuses. But somebody's like, hold on. You know, they ground you in, I feel like. But then you're like, let's initiate again. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going. You know, you got to keep moving. That's the message here. But there's nothing wrong with contemplating the situation. On the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of the Ocean, a beautiful water queen here of abundance. Poised, graced, intuition. This is heart leaders being the heart leader. You know, using the heart mind, not the reptilian brain. I feel like this too could be that person that's coming in from outside of you, some kind of Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio or a Cancer or a Pisces energy. There's an opportunity coming through. You know, Page of Pentacles is here. So now you have two pages. The Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles along with this Queen. So the Page of Pentacles is all about taking your time as you are rebuilding. So we get it that you're afraid and that you just don't want to keep having to walk away and having to start over and all of that stuff. But I feel like sometimes you become hesitant to start back up again due to fear. And we're going to remind you that this is not a world that you need to be fearful of all of the time, right? Like, you've got to, I feel like some of you need to let that go. Not all of you, but you got to like kind of like calm down the fears, because you're feeding a freaking loop. It keeps coming back over and over and over again. You know, if you're going to put something, oh no, something's going to happen. Guess what? Something's going to happen. Oh, he has decided that they need to amp up their protection. Well, let's give them something to be protected from. You see what I'm saying? It's that law of attraction thing. Okay, so let's see what the Halloween deck has to say for you, lovely air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What does the Halloween oracle want to say? What do the boo-boos and the hee-hees and the cackles have to say for the air signs? What do you got? What do you got? Right here. That's it. Eternal love. Love is love is love. And it transcends physical death. So if some of you have lost somebody, you know, remember that they're still there. Okay? If somebody's had to walk away or leave, or you've lost somebody. But this is also about the love that you hold within. And you recycle that love over and over and over with all of your soul team and all of your partners, right? Let's also pull from the sacred geometry to see what the geometry has to say of the universe. What does the universal geometry code have to say for the lovely air signs? Come on with it. What do you got for these beautiful air signs? There it is. Universal love. Wow, that's kind of cool. The frequency of the universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence in itself. Universal love is right there, you know? It's so awesome. Remember, when you're going through trauma, or you're going through loss or grief, or having to just change, a sudden change and destruction, that eternal love, that universal love is you. You are love in a flesh suit. You are creator. There is nothing outside of you. And finally, we're going to tap into your Akashic records. What does the Akashic have to say for the sun, moon, and risings? Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Sun, moon, and rising. What does the Akashic have to say? Shikamokai nashite. Una shakemo nai. Still getting that head pressure. It's okay. So some of you need to use peppermint oil on your temples, your third eye, and your moon center, which is located at the top of the neck at the base of the skull. Hold for 30 seconds. The pressure is a feminine receptor reset for whenever you're going through a lot of anxiety. Healing. You got healing from your own soul. This is your Akashic record speaking to you. Healing from your Akash, your multidimensionality, okay? So, your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once. And you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with the open arms and an open heart. Heart leaders. Heart leaders, be the heart leader. Heart mind, not the reptilian brain. We're also going to pull from the runes for you. Calling on the Norse god Odin. Calling on the Norse god Freya. Right there. Thank you. And we will also pull the Astro dice. I'm going to pull those out. Have those ready. And we have Lagus, meaning water, flow, ebb and flow, dreams, mysticism. And we have Othala, your inheritance, your traditions, your culture, your family, the knowledge and the wisdom that's passed down from the family. And then you also have Ika, meaning ice, delays, stand still, stopping, inaction. What do the Astro dice have to say? So you got Leo, which is fire, spirited, joy, children, the sun, shining your light, showing up to be the star, blasting your light for people who are in turmoil. And you got 6. Which is the house of healing. It's also the house of crisis in the reality. It's also the house of just your day-to-day reality and what you're doing with your practical day-to-day. And then you got Aquarius. Okay. Whoops. So I really feel like some of you, because remember, Aquarius is the opposite sign of Leo, and Leo is the opposite sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed air sign. Leo is a fixed fire sign. All right. So keeping in mind that all of your family, your healing, and the abilities that you have, like to be practical in your day-to-day reality, handling all the situations, handling all of the things, it's all going to come back to how are you treating your own self? How are you treating your own health? What the fuck are you putting in your mouth? Wow. What are you putting in your mouth? I'm feeling like an angry parent right now. Like, what are you doing? What are you putting in your mouth? What are you ingesting? What are you drinking? What are you eating? What kind of health regimen? Because when you're putting the wrong stuff in, your body's not processing it. And then you're not able to show up and shine your light for your family or the collective whole. Aquarius is about the collective whole. It's about revolutionizing and rebellion. It's completely opposite of Leo. Leo's more like, let's hug and take care of the family unit. It's the pride, the lion that takes care of all the family, right? More of the internal, take care of mine kind of energy. You got to balance those two. I would really, if I were you, Aries, I'm not Aries, but air signs, I would totally go study the Aquarius and Leo axis, because you will receive a lot of intel for what's going on for you. All right? Okay. Thank you to the air signs. Thank you to all of the signs tonight. We do appreciate and love you so very much. This has been so much fun. Remember, the Merkaba, oh, not the Merkaba, the Dodecahedron is there. Okay? I posted it. Go check it out. Use that at the beginning. You know, we use that here. So remember, we have so many awesome prizes for you from Sandra Isis. It's a $400 package. You want to make sure that you comment on the replay video on YouTube to get that $400 package winning. We will do that drawing next Tuesday at the same time. We're pretty much here every Tuesday, so you can always come back around this same time. It's 6 p.m. Central. That's 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, 11 Universal Time. And then on Wednesday morning at 9 and 10 o'clock in New Zealand and in Australia. I got it all right. I'm really high right now from the energy. Embrace these cosmic transformations. This is looking for the blessings amid the storm. Remember that. If some of you are being affected by these storms that are happening around the world, remember to look for the blessings amid the storm. This is really cranking up now, and this is just the beginning. It really is. There's a lot more crazy coming because Pluto's just now stationing to go direct. You know, so we love you too. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, everybody, for coming. You're so very welcome, Amy and Karen. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, don't forget, I am live with Sandra Isis this coming. I want to double check to make sure I give you the right time right now, just so that I don't have the wrong time here. Yeah, 1 p.m. Central. So I will be live with Sandra Isis, 1 p.m. Central for Cosmic Convos. We're going to do some Q&A. We're going to learn a little bit more about this amazing starseed. She said she's going to bring some like Halloween cards or something. She's funky, crazy, cool. I love this chick. So do come and hang out with us. That's 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, and that would be 11 a.m. Pacific. And I can't even do the math on New Zealand and Australia, but you guys know it already. Ha. I'm seriously praying for all these people that are affected by this storm. But I do know it's going to lessen. There's no way it's going to hit as a category 5. There's no way it's going to hit as a category 4. And I'm kind of like thinking we may have gotten that thing down to a 2. Maybe even a 1. You know? There are more storms out there. You know, I was a storm chaser for a very long time. This was my thing. So I study the NOAA app all around the world. I'm always watching these systems. So there's a couple others out there that could, you know, it's very well could happen. Neptune is at 28 degrees of Pisces with Saturn inching closer to where they're almost conjoined, you know. I'm sorry, Saturn's inching back. They're both in retrograde. But when they both go forward, which it's just going to be, there's a lot of energy coming. Next year is off the hook. And I will be doing year ahead. And I will be doing year ahead astrology. I'm also doing starseed lineage. So I'm doing a whole mess of stuff. So just message me whatever you need. The guides will make it happen. Trust me. Okay. Love you so much. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to everybody that is here and on the replay. You are rock stars. You are goddesses and gods in a flesh suit. Thanks to TikTok. Talk to you next time. Bye. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle.